all of my infantry by consolidating after each fight. But you can't just immediately sell all your infantry because then you will be dead. No! No! What are you doing? I don't like this. Ah, they killed all my horsies. Alright. Let's start this over. How goes the connage? Well, okay, this is going to be my 7th con attempt in just a second. And we will reset this thing. Clear. Start. Start. Hey, so we're going to give Great Khan a 7th try. Using the Golden Horde. So the Great Khan achievement is to take over all of Novgorod, Muscovy. And then everything all the way to China and everything south of you, just basically the rest of the world that's not even Eastern. Like anything lower tech than Muslim tech is you have to kill. And all the lower tech stuff is easy. The real challenge is killing the Eastern tech nations of Novgorod and Muscovy. So you want to do that as early as possible because the longer the game goes, the further ahead they get of you. So the opening move that I've been using that's been working out quite well is to grab the 2 gold mines that neighbor you right in the beginning. So if you look, they are gold mine here and a gold mine there. So the very first thing I'm going to do after setting my 3 rivals is ally the Timurids and attack gold mine number 1. Give me my gold mine, please. Yes, yes. Alright, and we will create 3 more cavalry. And then we're going to improve relations with the Ottomans and attack Georgia. Whoop. Oops. We're also going to get all of our monarch points going over to the military because we have a minus 70% tech advantage or disadvantage, which means basically, oh no, we didn't get a good general. That's not good. That's a big deal. Which basically means we won't be able to tech anything. We're going to put all our tech points into coring new provinces and culture converting provinces, and we're not going to tech up admin or diplo at all. We're just going to try to keep up on military tech and fall way behind on the others. Someday in the very distant future we'll get our first idea group, but we should basically only get 1 idea group before like 1600, so you got to be very careful about that. Yeah, we wanted to attack Georgia. Show the superiority. We are very superior to Georgia. Alright, so the first rush, I mean, Kazan, even if 2 people attack Kazan and take some provinces, they're still not going to get the provinces I care about. So there's no rush to take Kazan, but you do really quickly need to siege up all of Georgia. So I'm going to split off some siege groups here and then attack. I'll go over here. Oh, it's a shame I changed my mind or I would have caught that 1 infantry troop. Okay, split off 4 more. Split and go there. And send everyone else to Karliti. So it looks like Trebizond might have successfully... They might siege Imeriti. I've never seen that happen where someone else beats me to one of the sieges. Crimea always attacks Georgia right away. Oh, Trebizond is allied to... Wait. What's this Trebizond troop doing? Okay, whatever. So we'll leave the last 2 infantry right there and send our cavalry up north. We got 16,000 manpower. We're losing more and more because it's the middle of the winter and we're standing in some hills. But hopefully, because we're in mild winter territory, we should gain enough troops, enough manpower to stay about even. One of the biggest early challenges is you need to get both gold mines while keeping your manpower above like 20,000 and not taking out more than 4 or 5 loans, because we're going to need to attack Muscovy within the next 10 years, because once they take 2 large bites out of Novgorod, they're completely unstoppable. You can't fight them. Also, in the early game, they're not friends with Denmark, and Denmark is so far away that it's really hard for them to get the alliance up. But once they've improved relations with Denmark by 100, they're going to ally Denmark, and we want to kill them before that happens, because having Sweden and Norway and Denmark dropping Western troops in the middle of your territory is a pain in the booty. There's booty pain associated with that cannot be overstated. All right, the booty pain. We'll grab. Okay. We'll grab more troops later. So it's important to note that these. Let's see. All the light white provinces are severe winter. So three of my provinces and 2 of Kazan's provinces are all severe winter provinces. So if you go in any of those provinces during the winter, you're going to lose all your troops. So don't go up there. So right now, Kazan is losing a ton of manpower because it's December and they're sieging up this Saratov, which is a severe winter province. Luckily, they finished sieging and moved out of it. Unluckily for me, luckily for them, they moved out of that province before taking too much damage. Oh, and I might not have kept enough troops in Menich to prevent them from attacking me. And because I still haven't gotten a good general, I'm going to take one more roll of the dice. Oh, crap! I just sold the... Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I thought I just sold the general I got. Sheesh. Okay, so once I put a 3-shock general in there, they're like, never mind, we won't attack you. So that's good. Their general is 1 shock. So Horde get unlimited cavalry. Most people are 50-50 cavalry or 60-40 cavalry to infantry ratio, and you need to have enough infantry or your cavalry get a minus 25% combat penalty. But Horde doesn't have that penalty, so we will fund mostly cavalry for most of the game if we can help it. So that means in the early game, you can see on this screen, our current cavalry fire multiplier is 0. So you take all the damage you did during the fire phase and you multiply it by 0. So cavalry does no damage during the fire phase. So the shock pips of your general are the only thing that matters, this right here. So this is useless. This is good. So ideally, instead of a 3-3 general, we would have gotten a 0-6 general, but obviously that's not even possible, let alone, you know, likely. And there's something in the summer. So I just watched a Robert Redford movie in which he was on a boat and there's no dialogue. He doesn't talk to himself. He doesn't talk to any people. He's just on a boat, and that's the whole movie. It was really good. I liked it, but it's amazing that they had a movie in which there's no talking. That doesn't seem right. All right, so this went better. We're gonna keep saving up some money. We'll eventually hire a military and admin advisors. Power projection, normally I would try to make enough trade ships to get enough piracy going on. It's a floating Halby head. Those are the best kind of heads. To get the +1/+1/+1 monarch power, right? Even if it costs me a bunch. But because of the neighbors we have, we can't rival any of these eastern nations like Lithuania and Muscovy because they're way too powerful. They're not even valid rivals for us. And Kazan, Nogai, Crimea, and Georgia, or not even Georgia, and Kara are valid rivals, but we will kill them so quickly that they're only going to be valid rivals for a very short time. So it's kind of tricksy. I've never been able to get my power projection over 50 for longer than like 5 years, so it's just really not worth paying attention to as the Golden Horde. This should be an easy fight. I got 7 cavalry and he has got 5, and I've got a 3-shock general and he's on my territory. So you'll notice I should have paused it and showed you, but I got a 30% bonus to fighting in this province. Of course they got silent movies, my butt. It wasn't silence. There was lots of noise. It just wasn't people talking. I think they're just called dialogueless movies. Okay, so remember the severe winter. I'm gonna go siege up this province, which is not a severe winter. But the 2 provinces around it, and Penza and Simbirsk, like my goal in this war is to siege up this province, and this province, and I obviously need to retake my own 2 provinces. So we're gonna try to do all of our sieging up there with mercenaries. So first, let's get a whole bunch of money. We can either full annex for 25 AE, or we can grab 1 province and vassalize for 19 AE. Now, it's important to note that while neither of those is a very large amount of AE, AE is crucial to hordes because we get way less AE for doing stuff due to having these awesome Casus Belli that give us less AE. But the exact same government type that gives us better Casus Belli also makes AE decay at half the speed. So it's kind of silly. Basically, you never get any coalitions against you, but once you have a coalition against you, it never goes away. So it's like it's a weird combo of like, this is never going to happen, but if it did happen, you would be very sad. Okay, but it's never going to happen, right? Yes, but if it did, you would be very sad. So by vassalizing Georgia, I ended up at war with Kara Kulibugilim, and that's really, really not good. I did not want to be at war with them. I did this last time. I should have kept Georgia full sieged, waited for them to peace out for gold or something, and then taken it. Genghis or Ricardo Montalban. I do not know what that means. It's fun to say, though. Alright, again, Kazan. Kazan makes this mistake. Like, I've played... This is my 7th playthrough as the Golden Horde, and Kazan always makes this mistake where they send half of their army north and half of it south. So you get to fight 10 troops instead of 20. And you just crush them, and then you crush them again, and then you crush them again. So I don't know why. I think it's because the supply limit of all these provinces is like 8 and 9, and so if they had 20,000 troops moving together, then they'd take a bunch of attrition. But still, I mean, it's worth it just to not lose all of your army. You know, like losing the game is kind of a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna kill that army. Boop. Alright, so we need to core this, which in order to do that we need to pay down our war exhaustion. And then we're going to try to get out of this war. What do you want? They don't want. They don't want. They're like, I can't believe I got to fight you without having to fight the Timurids. I ain't going back on this. I'm never going back on it. Let's fight to the death, yo. Alright, so... do that, and then we'll throw some mercenary infantry to siege up Samara, which is both the war target and gold mine. The Khan that I'm going to make great is currently Ahmed Gengsid. So it is Genghis. The Genghis of the Gengsid. So the war against Kazan is actually going just fine. I should easily be able to beat Kazan. The problem is that I accidentally got at war with Kara, and Kara is way more powerful than me, so I might have to start over again for the 8th time. We should probably not fight yet. Dun, dun, dun. And I could pop over and loot their capital, but I'm a little bit worried that there might be things just off camera that would instantly kill me if I did that. Is it worth the risk? Let's loot the capital. Okay, I looted a whole bunch of money from the capital, so that was cool. Looks like we got 10 gold from looting the capital. So now my little mercs are going to siege up Samara. And I'm going to make some more non-mercenary cavalry. Yeah.
Can I get the remote?
I don't know what that means.
This remote?
The Wii remote. As long as you don't use it in here.
There.
No problem, man.
Okay.
Alright. 2 more mercs. So I'm going to go siege up Penza. The pirates of Penzance. And we can cut off this guy because we got people coming in from all directions, so he's going to get trapped. Without a general, but that's okay. Did I just suicide a cavalry? I thought these were mercenary infantry, so I was like, I don't care about them, I'll just go suicide them in. But it turns out they're cavalry, so I shouldn't have done that. My bad. So you... I'm also standing in a severe winter province during the severe winter, taking 6% attrition. So that sucks. Get out of there! Get out! The winter is too severe. Kara hopefully is at war with some other people, man. Someone should attack Kara. Kara, usually their opening moves are to vassalize Hassa, Najd, and Hejaz. So I'm kind of slowing them down by letting them punch me in the face. But I don't really care about how much I slow them down. I do, long term, I do have to kill Kara in order to get the achievement. But that wasn't going to happen until after I killed Muscovy. And I can't kill Muscovy until I beat Kazan, and I can't beat Kazan if I'm fighting Kara. So this is all not going well. Oh boy. Oh well. Come on, will you get out of this war yet? Ah, now they will get out of the war. End the vassalization of Georgia. Yeah, that's not going to happen, my friends. And they've got exactly... they've got 29,000 troops. I could probably take them one-on-one, but I got to kill Kazan at the same time. And I'm already... I needed 20 or 30,000 manpower to beat Russia, and I've already violated that rule, so... A little worried. The opening steps of this game have failed. I might... Right, if I can win a couple big fights against them before they finish sieging any territory, I might be able to get out of this war. No. So I'd rather ignore Kazan than Kara, because Kazan is sieging up severe winter provinces, so they're going to lose a whole bunch of stuff just by sieging me. So that's it makes it really appealing to ignore them while fighting someone else. But I can't currently take my 18,000 troops and beat all of them. I don't think I can win. Well, let's give it a shot. I'm going to be out of manpower real soon. It's not good, man. It's not good. Alright, so you can see right here it says attacker receives 25% shock damage increase for nomads on the plains and home territory. So I get plus 20% damage because this is my own home territory and it's in the plains. So I don't get the same bonus on their territory. I actually didn't know that until just now, so that's why I'm saying it like all superior like isn't this interesting information? Because to me it is. I just learned it this very second. Okay, fight. So let's split off mercs. Let's consolidate away some of our non-cavalry units because we're running out of manpower and we want to make sure we only use our manpower on cavalry. We just allied the Ottomans. Let's completely push these guys out of our territory. I think I can. I think I can. Might have to take out a couple loans, but... Alright, so the Ottomans are our allies. The Ottomans make great allies defensively, just like the Timurids, but neither the Ottomans nor the Timurids will help you attack anyone except for Kara, and I'm already fighting Kara without them, so what the heck. I would gladly take a white peace. You want white peace, bro? Like the war, 22 more months, and then he'll take white peace as long as he doesn't siege up anything useful. I think his war goal is the conquest of Georgia. Show superiority. As long as he doesn't win 80% of all battles we fight, then he can't show his superiority, and then I'm okay. Right, he's attacking into a mountain, and I am defending in said mountain. I could attack him in the mountains right there, but it doesn't seem like a good idea. Actually, that's friendly territory plains, right? 40% plains. So as long as I have a reasonable maneuver, I have one maneuver, I should be getting the 20% bonus over here. Let's see if it happens. Come on, 20% bonus. No, I got -2. It's in the woods. It's not... So there's a 40% chance I would get it in the plains. Instead, I got it in the woods. And cavalry fighting in the woods is super fun. So I'm still going to win, but it could have been at least 20% better, if not more. Oh well. So let's split off the infantry non-mercenaries and consolidate away one more regiment. We're slowly trying to get rid of our 10,000 infantry and replace them all with cavalry. So we're down to 5,000 infantry. Kara, we actually have a reasonable war score against Kara. Maybe once I wipe out their army, I should siege up some of their territory. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I should just beat them to death with like sticks. Oh, I meant to pause it right before I got in to find out where I was going to be fighting. I'm fighting in a desert mountain. So even though I get a huge bonus for fighting in friendly deserts, that bonus does not apply to desert mountains. Kazan wants white peace, which is going to happen in their dreams, in their wildest, most imaginative dreams about white peace and such things. Take Samara. Yeah, I'm obviously going to take Samara, so I might as well get the quest for that. We're having money problems, man. We got 3 income, which is fine, but not enough. And our manpower is severely limited as well. We can afford 2 mercenary cavalry or 5 mercenary infantry. And because our army is so small at this point, I think we're better off using mercenary infantry, even though it's not as good at fighting. It's so much cheaper. So much cheaper. So again, we'll consolidate away any infantry we can get rid of. I'm going to try to catch that guy in Penza, but I don't think I will. Nope, I won't. So I'm going to go down here. Punch him in the Saratov. I'll punch you right in the Saratov. Alright, so Kara will take a white piece now. What the heck? Who won't take a white piece after I beat you to death? Alright, so they'll take 10 prestige. That's good. I want to fight Kara with the Ottomans and the Timurids. There's no reason to fight them by myself. I was just getting a little greedy because I kicked their butts, but who cares? I'm in it for the 2 gold mines, and I have one of those gold mines right now, and it's gonna be cored eventually in 1450, and then my income will be huge. So once that's cored, I can add so many more units, but for now we're being really stingy on the units. We're almost out of manpower completely. We've got 2k manpower left. It's getting kind of hectic. That's what it's getting. So I love the mechanic that I get free reinforcements. You know, like this one troop would normally cost it would normally cost 6 ducats to reinforce, and I'm getting it for free. So I'm saving 6 ducats just from that one soldier. I've lost like 30,000 soldiers now, maybe more, and that's just an insane amount of money that I'm not spending on reinforcements. So really, 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 really powerful. And that's why the strategy is, as a horde, is to instantly kill any of your threatening neighbors, because you're so powerful in the early game and so weak from then on that, like, you just need to instantly kill Muscovy or you're dead. Your family's dead. Your Dulkadir is dead. Alright, I don't know if I mentioned yet, but I do not plan to westernize at all. Not because westernizing is bad, actually westernizing is good, but because I already played Crimea, which is in almost exactly the same position, and I westernized really, really early and just crushed everyone. And so I feel like I'd be playing the same game if I just westernized right away. So I'm going to try the non-westernization route, which should be very, very different than the Crimea playthrough. Crimea really felt like a very samey to everyone, because once you westernize, all of the special things about Horde, double looting cost, free reinforcements, almost double manpower, free Casus Belli against everybody, cheaper coring, all that stuff goes away as soon as you westernize. So as Crimea, you're basically, in the early game, you're a horde for like 10 years, and then you westernize, and then you're just a normal nation. You're like a Muslim nation. So it was kind of fun, but I feel like this is going to be much more fun. Sticking with the horde mechanic all game should hopefully make the game harder and harder as time goes on, rather than easier and easier. Alright, so I really want to siege up Samara with these troops, but they're going to have to fully reinforce. It's going to take 1 more month. And these guys will go kill the severe winter Penzites. And it's not currently winter, you can see, because this is green instead of white. So that's good. No, no, they moved. Okay. We'll go sit in Saratov. Are you going? Okay, they're not going. If they go to Samara, because I only have 2 troops here and the garrison is 2,000, I need 2,000 versus 2,000 to siege it all. So if I lose even 1 man, then I have to wait an extra month, and that's a pain in the booty. No one wants to wait an extra month. So Netflix recently got a whole bunch of new movies that each were recommended at like 5 stars to me, which is crazy. Because most of the things that are willing to be streamed on Netflix are not even close to good movies. So I watched a bunch of movies yesterday, 2 movies in a row. One was called I Know That Voice, and it was all of the voice actors from like The Simpsons and Futurama and South Park and, well, not South Park, King of the Hill, the Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, Porky Pig guy, like all those voice actors got together and were like, hey, this is what we do and stuff. And it was like, it was not at all informative, but it was really fun just because it's fun to look at voice actors making funny voices. So I liked it. It was a good movie. And then the other one I watched was Robert Redford by himself with no dialogue in the ocean. I forget what it's called. Like, the title translates to basically I'm doomed, but I don't remember the words. It's like 3 words, like lost cause or something like that. Anyway, that was good. I watched that with my kids, and they really liked it. Although they would have liked anything, honestly, because it allowed them to stay up until 9:30 instead of going to bed at 8. So they were like, you know, as long as we can stay up, we'll watch grown-up movies and pretend we like them. Strategy of kids. So my opening king as the Golden Horde has no admin talent, which means that any territory we take, we won't be able to core, and we'll have a lot of trouble keeping our stability up. So it's okay that these opening moves are taking a long time. I really don't mind that, because I'm really just waiting for my stupid king to die. Once he dies and he no longer has pantaloons. Hey, George is going to siege for me. That's kind of like sieging with mercenaries, right? My mercenaries got depleted, so I have to wait for them to reinforce before I can siege again. So now I'm just kind of sitting here punching people in the nuts. Alright, you do not attack that, and I'll go kill the Timbovians. Dear Timbovites! No, you can't go to Penza. What the heck? I said no. Oh, Saratov. No, you can't go to Saratov. And then I'll go back over here and over there. Just keep cleaning up. Kazan, Kazakh, Kazoo. You got to keep an eye on Muscovy. They're currently in a truce with Novgorod, which means I missed a chance to stop them from taking that first bite out of Novgorod. Militarily, their armies are Muscovy are ahead of mine. We have the same force limits. They've got, same force limits. They've got less manpower than me. This is why I'm making sure to only fight in friendly territory where I get my 20% bonus, and to, you know, never take any attrition damage. It's really important to catch Muscovy with no manpower and fight them. So right now would be a perfect time to fight Muscovy, but the stupid war is not over yet. I think you should inherit the manpower from your vassals once you annex them. That would be awesome. Because it just makes sense. If manpower is people waiting to be recruited, then annexing a vassal is not going to make those people disappear. So it should be mine. Alright, let's see if this guy's going to make it out. He's going to get out on the 18th. I'm going to get in on the 14th. So I'm going to kill that mother. Kill that mother down. Bam. What's up? You're dead. Alright, so we've made it to a point where I think I can defund my army a little bit. I got to pay off 2 loans. I don't know how I got 2 loans at once like that. That was weird. So this is normal winter province, so even unfunded, my army should be able to stay fully reinforced. We'll see. Even if it doesn't, I'm in no rush. Actually, I am kind of in a rush, come to think of it. That's a gold mine. I need to get that instantly. No, don't attack him. I'm tempted to go on a looting frenzy. Just go loot all their provinces in the face. I wonder how many troops he has. So this is Kazan. Right there. He's only got those 2,000 troops. So let's wait until the spring, and then we'll run out and loot all 4 of his provinces. All right, it's January. Once this ice goes away, we're gonna go loot all his provinces, because we make double money from looting, and we need money desperately at this point, and there's just no reason not to go loot all the stuff. We'll loot his face. Ooh, he's getting rebelified. Uralic Patriots. That's cute. Alright, it's springtime. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go up. I'm going to send everyone in to sock those guys in the mouth. You notice I didn't take attrition